My name is Alexander Huerta. I will be 44 in October. I am a Las Vegas visual artist. I've been there 28 years. May of 2001 is when I really had my epiphany, had that, rock bottom moment where I wanted a different life. I wanted to think differently. And so I started thinking differently. And from that new thought process arose my art career. I had been painting 5 years up to that point, just in my room, maybe giving some paintings to family for presents. But the chaotic life I was leading while I was learning how to paint those first 5 years was just bad choices and nothing too detrimental to my life, but just a pattern of chaos that my choices led me into more chaos and more chaos. And before I knew it, all I had was God and my paintbrush in the darkness, it seemed. And from that moment, it was about May 2001, and today's even a higher level than yesterday was for that art adventure. It just continues to climb and climb and climb for my life. I'm a self-taught artist, so this art class that I've been taking since I started painting has taught me about art. And before, I just thought art was a painting that you see on a wall, but it's so much more now. It's important as a whole to the world, as a group of humans. It's important even more than that for me on an individual level of my daily life, my daily walk, of how, I've seen a girl cry in front of my painting for the first and only time once, and it was recently. And I had never really understood the power of artwork until that moment. I've got a lot of, oh, that's nice, and oh, that reminds me of my mom, or that, takes me back to here, or whatever. And I understand that emotional connection or that power on that level. But to see a human push to out emotions that she couldn't control, that let me know the power of art, certainly. And as a whole, I know, the dreaming artist always says art can heal you and art can, show you love, and it can. It certainly can do that. It does it for the artist first. And then those people that want to find something through art, like a connection to the world or a deeper feeling in their soul, and they go to art to find that, that's a lot of power for a human, the viewer. And as a whole, I'm an artist that likes to dream, and I like to believe that art could heal the whole world, and I'd like to believe that it can save individuals on a daily basis, like it did me. And I just go off the experience of my life, what I've been taught through art, and it's been a daily search for knowledge of being an artist and being a human. That painting back there is a 4 foot by 4 foot canvas. I did it in 2009, I believe around August. But at the beginning of that year, I had started working only on wood, specifically on wood. An artist friend of mine brought me 2 big canvases like that. The previous one that I did has sold already. It's about mixing medias. It's about freedom of thought, not thinking too much about what I wanted to paint. It's about choices of life. It's about being a city kid. It's about balance of life. It's about boundaries of life. And of course, it's about color stimulation. And it's called Balancing the Sharks. And all of my answers, of course, are my individual life's experience. Other artists, I don't know if I can see from my view that there is a spiritual connection for most artists. I'd say 99.9% of them. But for me, my spiritual connection, it certainly is the avenue that I spiritually connect with the world. I'm not an artist so I can paint paintings, put them on the wall, and people can buy them. That's not why I'm an artist. I'm an artist because my life needed direction, so God showed me to be an artist. And after I found the direction and balance of my own life, God showed me that I could use my life after that, not just to hang paintings on a wall and get money, but to inspire people about their own lives. And that is certainly a spiritual connection for me. The greatest part of being an artist for me is my spiritual connection. And just like being an artist, what it tells you is you can be unique. You don't have to stand with the herd. You can stand alone and be proud of that. And along that same journey of learning those things about being an artist and being myself and loving myself, I've learned to love and embrace and revere my spirituality and not be concerned if anybody believes the way I do. My spirituality is not for anybody else. It's the way I feel it. I share it a lot. I share it when I get the opportunity, every chance I do. But ultimately, it's my spirituality, it's my feeling, it's my soul that I feel. And I don't expect anybody else to feel it the way I do, but now that I live my life the way I do, in this spiritual way, I have found people that I've connected with that want to live in a spiritual way also. For years, I've been here 28 years, I've always heard there's no culture in Las Vegas. Culture means art and music and performing arts. And so now that we've got First Friday established and other artists are in other gallery spaces in the Arts District, it's called the 18B, the original 18 blocks of the Arts District here in Las Vegas. I want them locals to know that we hear you. As artists, as a group, we don't want to look at the neon lights all the time either. And we don't want to hang out with all the tourists on the strip looking at all the t-shirts and hanging out at the pool either. So I want them to know that there's always an opportunity to come get some of authentic Vegas. I don't know, the neon, the Vegas Strip, that's kind of manufactured now, corporate. But there are authentic artists giving messages from Las Vegas and from bigger than Las Vegas here in Las Vegas. And the locals, if they look up and take a little bit of time to look up and see that there are artists down here creating some kind of culture that's not going to go away now. They can certainly get involved, and I certainly have found that there are plenty of locals now that do want to get involved in the arts, whether that be artists or art supporters or contributors. Okay, that's the locals. That's what I want them to know, that they've got something more than the strip.